This is San Diego News Daily.
Hello and welcome to San Diego News Daily. I'm Monica Hernandez. About 2 weeks after a freight train derailed downtown, BNSF Railway is asking for anyone who saw it to come forward.
Oh my God.
That was the moment it happened. The company is offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of whoever is responsible. It happened earlier this month on Harbor Drive. The train was carrying cars and no one was hurt. Harbor Drive was shut down for about a week while the train was removed and the bridge pillar was repaired. Dozens of animals rescued and a dog found dead. Now county officials are investigating reports of animal neglect in Rancho Santa Fe. County Animal Services was looking into possible neglect involving horses at a home on El Camino Real on Wednesday. They say that's when they found a dead dog inside the house. They removed dozens of animals, including horses, goats, geese, and dozens of dogs. They say many were underweight and had skin and dental conditions. No ADU parking. Those are the signs some people living in a Clairemont neighborhood have posted near a new development with what are known as accessory dwelling units. But those signs are unofficial. They appeared on Shoshone Street, home to 13 newly constructed ADUs. They are still unoccupied. Some of the no parking warnings look like official signage, but they were not approved or installed by the city. A group of homeowners designed them. Not everyone agrees with the grassroots effort.
Letting people know that you move here, you're going to have problem parking. It's not a threat. It's just a warning, like saying you don't have any parking. Parking is hard here.
The ADUs that have already been built have already been built. So we need to be welcoming and accepting of the people who live here. I don't think it's a good representation of our community to be exclusive in that way.
Similar signage also popped up recently in Ocean Beach. The city is not planning any formal enforcement to remove them. The next generation of healthcare workers is getting their first lesson in medicine. This week, 150 students ages 14 to 20 got hands-on training at Sharp Memorial Hospital's emergency department. The future doctors and nurses spent the day at Sharp's state-of-the-art simulation center during the Emerge event. Some of San Diego's top doctors and nurses volunteered their time to teach specialties, including neurosurgery, trauma surgery, orthopedics, and labor and delivery.
Seeing all the equipment and the experience really just brings me more excited to pursue this path.
These kids get to do things I don't get to do every day. We set up for this all year. We really look forward to it. It is a labor of love. Everyone here is volunteering on their free time and they come in because they like to teach the kids.
Well, the students get to do 10 hands-on stations where they learn to do sutures, put in central lines, play with robotics machines, learn physical therapy, labs, pathology, and more. Caltrans is alerting drivers of heavy traffic in and around Coronado during NASCAR San Diego weekend on Naval Base Coronado. If you are going, you need to plan ahead. They say arrive early and have your ticket and government ID ready for entry since security is going to be very tight. Organizers are also reminding race watchers that event parking will be exclusively located on the base and not around the city of Coronado. NBC 7 meteorologist Brooke Martell will have a look at your weekend weather right after this.
You count on deeper investigations.
Why didn't you just let her go?
I'm trying to keep our family together.
You count on getting a response. You count on a committed team looking out for you.
A lot of our small business vendors tell me that you owe them quite a bit of money.
In 2 languages.
¿Por qué piensa que ellos no hacen más?
You count on results.
And they said, you have your money back.
And getting answers.
Do you still feel let down?
It's a slap in the face.
This is NBC 7 and Telemundo 20 investigates and responds. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Happy Saturday. There is so much happening across San Diego County today and tomorrow. I want to get you caught up. If you are heading to the beach, we have that beach hazard statement back through tomorrow night. And this is officially the last day of spring. Summer solstice is tomorrow. It begins very early. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Here's a look at La Jolla this morning. You can see mostly cloudy skies. These clouds are extending beyond the coastline and into our valleys. But if you are going to be outside today, the UV index is going to be at an 11. That is an extreme level that'll peak around noon. So here's what you need: hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and find shade if you're out and about today. Limit your time outside, especially if you're just sensitive to the sunny conditions, the warmer temperatures. The temperatures are actually going to be a little bit more mild in comparison to what we have on tap for next week. I'll talk about that in a moment. Here's a look at the beach hazard statement for the entire coastline. Wave heights from 3 to 6 feet, but we still have that really strong rip current and longshore current. So if you're going to the beach, make sure you check in with a lifeguard and ask about the conditions. If it's safe to even get in the water, they're super friendly. They want to help you out. Hourly forecast for Mission Beach looks like this. Going into your morning, right around those mid to upper 60s between 8 and 10 o'clock, even through 11 a.m. We'll hover right around 70 degrees going into your afternoon. Again, with that high rip current risk, we're looking at the water temperature from the low 60s. So like I said, so much going on this weekend. NASCAR San Diego at Naval Base San Diego and Coronado. Take a look at the temperatures. You can see right around 70 degrees heading into your afternoon. And we're looking at a little bit of a breeze periodically, but it's just going to be really nice. It's not going to be too hot. Certainly not going to be cold. If you're heading out there tomorrow, here's what you can expect. Really more of the same, upper 60s, 70 degrees. And if you're heading to the San Diego County Fair, here's a look at your forecast for this afternoon. Very similar to Coronado, right around 70 degrees. And we'll stay close to those upper 60s through about 6 o'clock before we trend closer to the mid 60s going into 7 o'clock and onward. But here is a look at the area forecast. Upper 60s to the low 70s up and down the coastline. And we're actually, like I said, trending a little bit milder, even cooler for this time of the year for the valleys. Mid 70s to about 80 degrees for the interior, 70s to the low 80s over the mountains, a bit breezy, even gusty there at times. Same thing will go for your desert region, but those temperatures still staying really close to about triple digits, 101 degrees. So tomorrow is summer solstice officially begins while you're sleeping around 1:30 in the morning. So what's going on here? The Earth's tilt will be at about 23.5 degrees. That's its maximum tilt. And you can see the sun's rays will be directly over the Tropic of Cancer. Areas to the north of that will actually have the longest days. And that will be for us locally in San Diego, 14 hours and 18 minutes, longest day of the year. Take advantage of it. You certainly have a lot going on to spend your time outside. It's going to be gorgeous. And of course, tomorrow is Father's Day too. So you can see for the dads, for the father figures, the temperatures are going to be great. Very similar to what we have for today. So low 70s for max daytime high at the coast, upper 70s, for the inland valleys. We're trending closer to the 80s for the interior next week. I wouldn't be surprised if we even see some 90s as well. You can see for the mountain communities also heating up. So as you're planning the upcoming week, warmest days will be Tuesday through Friday. And it looks like the hottest day of the week could be Wednesday, especially for the desert region where those temperatures are going to be right around 110 degrees. We could even see that through Friday. Monica.
All right, Brooke, thank you. There has been a lot of hype behind NASCAR weekend here in San Diego, including with this special new short film. It's called NASCAR versus Navy, the San Diego mini movie, and it's about the drivers showing up on base and coming face to face with some hotshot fighter pilots. The movie features 6 NASCAR Cup Series stars, along with a local Navy veteran turned actor.
A huge full circle moment for me, my career, my family. Just knowing that, hey, the experience that I had, it means something and it's important and it's still so relevant, but to bring it back and do it in a whole different avenue, it was incredible.
The mini movie was shot on Naval Base Coronado in just 2.5 days. There is more coverage you can count on at NBC7.com. I'm Monica Hernandez. Thanks for watching.